What is poppin', squad? It is time for my favorite build of 1.8. This is what I'm going to be running. You guys are going to be seeing a lot of gameplay with this build. You guys already know, man. You guys saw the title. You guys probably already knew just because of how hype I sound. You guys already know what I've been going for. As you can see with the full overheal, your boy has got the 6-piece Nomad of the gods, yo. You feel me? The immortality has begun. My rampage will begin very, very shortly for the videos to come. But for those who wanted to see how they build it, for those who have gotten so lucky to get it, here it is, my version of Nomad. So let's get into the details. You guys can already see firearms at 310, of course, with a 3900 base, 661 toughness, with 9100 stamina, and 88k skill power, which we don't really care about, with 2900 electronics. The gun I'm using, of course, is the same for the PTS. It's going to be the house with a 23% crit chance. Of course, it is optimized vicious and deadly. The reason I love vicious and deadly, of course, is because it's going to maximize the damage I can do with these rolls, being that I'm trying to stay under 4k firearms. This is the best way, I personally think. A lot of people like predatory because they like the healing. Some other people like unforgiving, and that works too, but this is what I like. So pretty much vicious and deadly is my god roll for it. Of course, card counter, extended magazine, C79 scope, loud vent break, small grip red, and of course the house always wins for the description. Secondary could be anything. I don't really use my secondary. I just have it to have it. And of course, your pistol doesn't really matter. So let's get into the build and how to roll it. This is not fully optimized. I was so busy on trying to get it that I wasn't even worried about optimizing. Obviously, all these stats are going to be increased. So we're seeing the base version of the build. After I perfect everything, you'll see the maximized stats, and I'll release another build video, but that'll probably be a long ways from now since Division Tech's so hard to come by. But I know you guys have been waiting. Let me not overhype it. Let's get into the actual roll. So the way I decided to roll this is because I want to have as low firearms as possible. I was going to focus on main stat for stamina. So, of course, I'm going to have main stat stamina with health and skill haste. I don't know if there's anything better than that combination. So I think this will be the god roll essentially, just because, I mean, even though skill haste is not as useful as it used to be, it's still good to have. I mean, it's better than enemy armor damage, so I would go for skill haste and health just to be as tanky as possible, but you can obviously do whatever you want. Going down to the mod so you guys can see how I did it. I have firearms with health. Just like I said, I wanted just to have enough firearms to unlock my talents. That was the least important thing on this build. So of course, since I'm main statting for stamina, it'll be really hard to hit the firearms otherwise. So that's pretty much that. Going into the mask, of course, I'm going to have crit chance rolled on it just for optimal damage output, since I'm going to be rocking vicious. Stamina, blind depth resistance, pretty much irrelevant. Same thing with the mod. I'm going to have a firearms with health mod. Going to my knee pads, they're the same thing, same across the whole board. Stamina, roll towards health. You can actually put critical hit damage if you want to put out more damage. You don't need health since you're so overkill. Anything over 600k, you're pretty much feeling Immortal anyways. So if you feel you're not doing enough damage, you can easily compensate for damage right here by taking away these health rolls. But I like health because I like just feeling absolutely as monstrously tanky as possible. Going into my mods, I also have a firearms with health and a first aid self-heal, just because I usually would run a post-critical hit chance if I wanted to be more aggressive with my damage. But I found that since I'm going to be dealing with a lot of Predators, Mark, I want to have my support station and my regular heal to have my backup whenever I'm going to go against those kind of builds, since that's the only real threat I have to deal with. So as you can see, I have a first aid self-heal mod. Going into my backpack, rolled for stamina, health, disrupt resistance, and you can go into the mod and see this is the only time I have a stamina mod, and that's because I had hit my 3900 firearms by this time, and I just wanted to get as much stamina as possible. So I put stamina with health, 2 first aid self-heal mods just to have optimal healing. My gloves, my god roll version, let me say this before, I wouldn't have skill haste, I would have crit chance, but this works as is, so I guess it's no problem to have extra skill haste. I mean, it doesn't really hurt, especially for the support station. So I have skill haste, SMG damage, crit damage. It's pretty much what you want to run it with. Main stat for stamina. Going into my holster, I have health. You can also get critical hit chance here, since the 8,000 health isn't that much, and you can see the rolls are almost optimized. I just have to do electronics. Since I didn't want to waste extra money, I kind of left the electronics as is. So going into the character sheet, you can see right here, if we go into critical hit chance, I'm at 39%, which is great. That is an amazing crit chance for a tank build, even before a pulse. So if I pop pulse, I can almost get upwards to like 50%. So it's pretty good to have. Critical hit damage 108, headshot 62%. Let's go on health on kill, 25%. So I get 25% of my health per kill. Every 4 kills, I have 100% of my health back. And that's a lot of toughness to get back. So let's go into my skill haste, 16%, which is pretty solid. I mean, it's better than having 0. Survivability, 454,000 health, bro. That is chunky with a 31.23% mitigation. So yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. Going into abilities, I do have a lot of ways I would run it. I can run this with overdose just to get my overheal. Usually I like booster shot because since I'm sitting in overheal, as you can see at the bottom right of my screen, due to Nomad, I'm able just to pop this booster shot to keep that overheal up as long as possible. I want them to have to fight to get that down. So by the time it's down, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to be good to get it back. So, and of course, I'm going to have a support station. This is more important than the booster shot because you get more healing, what it feels like when you pop it. Especially that it's going to give you instant overheal if you're at full health, which is really good with Nomad since it's going to push up the rest of the overheal. So you can use this to get into overheal and then, you know, strafe around until you get max overheal, which is what I'm at right now. Talents, you're going to want to rock critical save and strike back, of course, with kind of the base on every build. One is none for the face tank capabilities to do more bullets. Since you're going to be the one being aggressive and non-stop shooting, you want to have one is none. And on the move is going to make this whole build feel so much more tankier, especially when you're getting that health on kill while killing somebody, plus 15% incoming damage resistance, plus the fact that you're going to have your full overheal, plus the fact that you get a regen, plus the fact that you get the chance of not even consuming your Nomad if you were to die past all of that. So that's a lot of things for somebody to get through, especially when they're trying to kill a Nomad. Yeah, that's pretty much it, other than the fact that for the people who don't know about Nomad's benefits, 15% health on kill for 2. You get a kind of like a baby healing for 3. For the 4-piece, when you're supposed to die, you come back to life zombie mode or demigod mode, however you want to look at it. 5-piece, more health on kill and improved healing over time. So it's basically your health always goes up no matter what, combat or not. And of course, Nomad's luck, 50% chance to have no cooldown for Path of Nomad, which is when you're supposed to die. It'll proc. You have a coin flips chance to get that back. And you also take 60% less damage, which will boost your toughness well over 1.4, 1.5 million every time. And that's with full health. You know what I'm saying? That's not taking, you know, if you pop critical save and go down or whatever, anything with boost shot, anything resistance, that's all stacked on top of this. And that's why Nomads are so hard to kill. So yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy, man. I am excited for this build. You guys already know this is what it looks like. If you want to roll it my way, the way I see the best way to run Nomad, which is 3,900 firearms, 9,000 stamina, and who cares about electronics. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, man. I'm hyped. It's been a hard, rough run to get this. You know what I'm saying? You guys have about 4 days left to try to achieve this build. Do not let this build leave you. Look at the overheal at the bottom right and you will see what I mean. You know what I'm saying? So much love. Thank you guys for watching. Your boy is out.